Yes, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Dank's Code Traders Hub. Thank you for joining. And today we are a bit late, so let's do this as usual. Let's pray and then head over to our usual routine. This is Dan here at Dank's Code Traders Hub. Father, we thank you for this very beautiful morning. Thank you that we have come back again here at this very channel, and on the stream, Lord, to look at the charts together as a community and be able to look at how we are going to take advantage of the market today through the analysis and, of course, getting also the right signals. Father, we will say thank you for the entries and the exits, perfect entries and exits, and the profits that you've already given unto us today. We say thank you. In Jesus' name we prayed. Amen. All right, so that's how we do it. Let's now start off right away with Crash 500. Congrats to those that made money yesterday. An encouragement is, please always, whenever you make money, you can always inbox me and share your screenshots so that we can congratulate you on the channel as we go on to encourage more and more people to join the community as we trade. All right, so Crash 500. So yeah, this is where we were yesterday. Just to remind you, I had told you that price, we are going to see price doing that and that and that, like because we had already seen that was what that was a range. The market was within the range there, going up like that and coming down and up. So we knew that was happening. So once we knew that, yesterday I told you we will just make this entry, and to show you that is the entry we made. Of course, we wanted to first make this first one so that we can sell, but it never gave us what we needed. But what we did is we entered the buys from this very level, and that's how we made money yesterday. Of course, the sale was on, but by that time we had no power, so I wasn't able to follow up and actually enter the trade. So the whole of from yesterday around 1 p.m. power went off till I think 10 p.m. in the night. So yeah, that's what happened. So I was unable to follow up on these. The screenshots and everything that I did later on was on the phone, so I didn't follow up using the PC. So yesterday, that was another trade that we should have taken because we knew that it was still within the range. All right, so let's now look at today. Congrats to those that took this trade, and please, if you don't mind, you can share your profits still with me so that we congratulate you. And of course, if you don't mind, you can still, we're supposed to be looking at sales or even H1. So yeah, and actually even daily. So we know that we are selling heavily. We haven't seen a break of structure yet. It is there, but the candle hasn't closed according to H1. According to M15, it hasn't closed yet, and it's likely to show us some bit of a pullback. So if I was using latest data, this would have been like this. This would be like this. This would be like this, and clearly this line here would be about there to give me the average of the lows, and this one there to give me the average of the highs. A low, high, low, high, low, didn't give me the high, so this may be the fake breakouts to later come in and give me the high. But you have to realize that this descending triangle is being created all the way from that resistance level. So this may just later come in on 15 minutes to later continue into sales, because we are highly anticipating sales according to 3 time frames: 8-day time frame, H4 time frame, and H1. So we need to be ready when the sales come in. So how are we going to do this today? MH1 is almost reaching the retracement level according to CCI, which may tell us that there's gonna be an opportunity of a pullback. This level here, which became a support level, this order block became a support level, has turned out to be a strong one for as we speak. So it means there's gonna be a pullback, and there's gonna be a pullback to where this fair value gap has been taken out already. Right there, it has been taken out. So where is what is another? We need to look for another point of interest that may be interesting, maybe attracting price to come back to hit. We don't see any. So this, we don't see any. It's only going to come back to that fair value gap. We can only anticipate price to come back to that fair value gap. Yeah, that's what I can only anticipate from what I see. Price to come back to that fair value gap and probably give us enough boost to push even all the way up to this OB right about there. So as I speak right now, I don't have I don't have even an entry, a confirmation of an entry for that kind of buy. So all I do is to wait. I can wait for my sales right about there. Now if I'm on M15, clearly that would be a good order block. Already it was mitigated right about here. I can delete that. It was mitigated right about here. So probably price will come and touch it again. Even this one here, it was mitigated. Wow. Go to M5. This one here. If you get into buys, please don't exceed that kind of level right there. You may not see it exceed that level, because that is the only order block I see that has not been mitigated by price. This one here, oh wait a minute, this one was also never mitigated according to M5. M5, that OB was never mitigated. So we have this, and also we have that, and also we have that. So that's how we may look at this level right there. And then of course we will later on come in with the sales. So we have two levels, and both of them are according to M5. Both of them are according to M5. Remember, this will not be where we will stop at. We will continue down, but because we are on M5, I'm just going to leave it where it is currently. We will be pushing it all the way down. Once we get that confirmation of sales, it will be going away going all the way down below right here. So that I'm not going to drag all these arrows all the way down. All I need now is a confirmation on M5, and I enter my buys and I enter my buy trades. Please, these are going to be risky because they're going to be against the trend. The trend is sells, so we are going to be trading only a retracement to either this level or that level, but it's likely to go all the way up there. According to M5, that level was never mitigated. That level right there, this on this order block that gave us this kind of fair value gap. It only came to the fair value gap. Will it go all the way there? We will see. So let's hang in there. For you to make an entry, you need a pullback like that. Pullback, then enter your buys. Don't enter now because it's not yet confirmed. All right, that's it for me on Crash 500. Let's now head to Boom 1000. Boom 1000. Boom 1000. I think we made money. Let me first check. Yeah, we made money yesterday. Yeah, we made that good sniper entry from that level, and clearly it has hit our TP level. Clearly you can see it right there, came to our TP level. So congrats to those that entered and made this money. So yesterday we first sold it, then took me out. I wanted to sell it all the way down below here, but it took me out on stop on when my SL was in profits. And then I had my buy limits ready here waiting. So they went all the way there. You can see how tight that entry was for the sniper entry for us there. So on this very moment, I want to analyze. First change the name. This is no longer Crash 500. This is Boom 1000. Boom 1000. Please, if you don't mind, you can go ahead and like and subscribe. All right. So let me see. Good morning, Felix. Good morning, Faith. Good morning, Levi. Good morning, Shamim. Good morning, Jackie. That is Jackie. That is 10 MA, 10 period MA. So that's the one I use. And good morning, Robina. All right. So let's now get into Boom 1000. So now let's go all the way to weekly. We know that that's how that's a kind of structure we have on the weekly time frame. So if we drop down to daily, we know that price, we anticipate the buys to continue all the way up there. Weekly is supposed to be buying. That's what we're doing. Daily, we are also supposed to be into buys, and that's what we are doing. So the pullback came all the way to, so as we, yes, it was actually not weird because it had finished giving us this very move from right there, came all the way there, and clearly that was spot on, and immediately the buys started. So we can now delete this and delete also that. Let's head over to, can delete also this. This is no longer necessary also. Now we have this right about there, which is the resistance level. Let's just have it right there. All right, let's have it like that. Let's now head over to H1. And before we go to H1, let's look at H4. Okay, H1, buying H4. H1, we are looking at H1. H1 is still in a sell. Why? Because we are getting lower lows, but from this point here, we saw a change of character and the buy started. So clearly what we see on CCI is not what we are seeing on in price action on the main structure. So what we can do now, delete that. This was yesterday where we made that kind of money. So now what do we do? Delete this. We have already reached that. We have used that. Delete all that. So clearly there is a resistance right about there where we are currently. Is some sort of resistance right there. So we can drag it all the way to that side, and we see that we are having a breakout from that very level. But there is something interesting again. When we go to M15, show it to you from that very level right there. That will tell us what we can anticipate. So it is about, it's like that. That is a rising weight right there. That is a rising wedge. So once we know that we are dealing with a rising wedge, we know that according to H1, we are going to see some more sells a bit, some more sells before we can go on with the buys. Even though we are looking for buys in the long run, according to H4 and H1, we are going to be seeing some more sells. So let's see where we may anticipate sales to come back to. Just go back a bit. That is a breakout. In fact, according to H1, one would want to use that right about there. Yeah, so once we have it like that, that order block on H1, then we go to M15. M15 is overbought. M15 is overbought, which can clearly indicate for us that sales are coming in. But then to where, let's look at any point that was never mitigated on H1. This is H1. Price reacted back to this level right about there. That was a fair value gap right there. So I need to know, yeah, it is the same level there. So from that moment, after retracing from that level, price reacted to this OB. No, it did not actually. It came back to the fair value gap only, reacted to the fair value gap. So this would be an interesting level for price to come back to. This will be our point of interest. So all we know now is that price is going to come to that OB, then we come back here before we can get into buys to take us all the way up right about either there or even to break out and continue. So that's for sure. That's what we can now conclude at. So right about now, I will just wait for a confirmation to make my sell entries. That is what I will be waiting for. So anyone who can be patient, let's wait for the sell entries. We'll be selling. Of course, we'll first sell right to take us right here, take our profits, but then when it breaks out, we can get another entry to sell it all the way down below here. Remember, this is still within the range. Price is trading within the range right here, so you don't want to, risk by holding and wanting to go all the way down. This will be selling, meaning you'll be risking highly because of the spikes that come in when it's in the buy. Clearly, we have now a fake breakout, and it has reached that very level that we talked about right there, according to H1. So right about now, we wait for the confirmation. We will wait it on M15. I'm analyzing slowly, not sure why. I want you guys to understand what I'm doing. Right, boom 500. Let's rush now. Let's rush. Yesterday, did we make money? Let's look at yesterday. H1, we made those by. Oh, this was the other day. So yesterday we didn't make any entries. So let's look at what we needed. Yesterday we wanted price to get there. It actually went there. We analyzed it like that, and yeah, after this breakout, that's where we were supposed to make our entry. So probably our entry was supposed to be right about there, but it was still skeptical, so I didn't make any entries. But surprisingly today, something significant has happened around that fair value gap, so which gives us an opportunity to make the entry now. Gives us an opportunity to make that kind of entry of a buy. This is H1, H4 we are. Wait a minute. Is it an opportunity to make that kind of buy? Yeah. H1. So this is going to be just a short kind of trade. You don't want to exceed that level right about there when you enter your buys, because it is a bit skeptical for us to make this kind of entry. So let's look at how we're going to trade this. So yeah, it's coming here. Can you wait for that? I may not wait because of what we are analyzing next. So now that I've seen this, I can easily, I'm going to enter, but you guys, if you have in your phone, you can wait for price to reach this level. But me, I'm not going to wait because I have to go to another chart. So I'm going to have a sniper. I'm going to have an entry right here of a buy. I'll put my stop loss just below here. That's how I do this, and I'll be looking for my profits right about there. That's what I'll be doing. So I'm not going to wait. But the perfect time is to wait for price to reach here on this level right there. That is a perfect level for anyone to wait. So I can put another buy limit right about there and just have those two. Yeah, right about now, let's now head to V25S. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to make a poll and look at how to replace V50. Yeah, sorry, apologies on that. We'll be doing it. So Vol 25S. Let's look at, did we make money yesterday? Let's first look at that yesterday. Oh yes, of course. Yes, look at that. That was the entry right there, that buy move all the way up there, and we were out for quite about 1, 2, 3, about 4 hours. About 4 hours trading this asset yesterday. We made that money. Where we will be, where we normally update you on what's going on. Yeah, so that's what happened right there. So we made that money. Congrats to those that made the money. Please, if you did make money on V25, let us know. You can still even share your screenshots of your profits, and we congratulate you on the channel. And even right here, you can still let us know in the comment section. Right, so today, let's look at today. All right, the pullback that we needed yesterday didn't actually go all the way up. It reacted back to that level, and that is a good thing. Why? Because that is like the breaker broke right about there. That is like a breaker broke, and this, the other level, is also now a verified support level, meaning we have ourselves a range where price is now trading within. So price is going to be going up and down until why did we say it will come back all the way there? Let's understand that. No, it will not. It will until it breaks up down actually. So for now, can delete this and delete that. So we may not see it go up again. We may just see it. Oh, the reason was because of that daily OB that was never mitigated. All right. So for now, according to H4, it's gonna go up and then later on come down. That's what we anticipate. So let's look at H1. So H1 already is showing us buys, is actually telling us that we should be looking for buys. But clearly something interesting happened right about here. Something interesting happened right about here. So this will clearly tell us that the sale is still on from right about there. It's going to push us all the way down. So let's go to H1, look at that level. So it's likely to give us a fake breakout right around that level. So once we know that, then we choose not to follow what we are seeing on CCI. I quickly now make my entry right here. I don't want to waste time. I will put 0.2 right here and make my entry 0.02. I'll make my entry, put my stop loss just about there, and I'll be looking for TP level right about there. Right about there. Yes, that's what I'll be looking for. So that's it. One, why have I entered this? Now I have several confirmations. This is a rising wedge, and in the form of a continuation. So we had a breakout on the perfect retest candle right there, and clearly we started to sell. So this is a second candle, H1 second candle coming in with the sales, and that was confirmation number one of the rising wedge. Number two is the moving average right there. Number three, looking at the structure, you'll see that this is a break of structure right here. Yeah, you'll see that is a break of structure right there. So yeah, and it was, of course, that break of structure was following this very change of character right about there, gave us a low, gave us a high there, consolidated a bit, came, gave us a new lower low. So it came here to give us a high, a lower high. So it's supposed to be coming down to get a new lower low. That's why I've decided to make my entries right about there. So please enter with your proper position sizing, meaning your lot size should be matching or aligning with your account. So don't just rush and say this trade is going to leave me, and you quickly enter only to find you've entered with a bigger lot size that is way too much for your account size. So you always remember to align your lot size with your account size or with your capital. Now, having said that, this is now done for me. I will wait to see profits or to see myself being taken out. Yeah, this is V75 now. Let's head over to V75 now. Right, so V75. Did we make an entry? No, we were supposed to enter from here, but by the time it gave me that, I was not on the PC because of power yesterday. I needed this pullback to this level, and it came and gave it to me right about here, and that's where I was supposed to make my entry. I did not make any right here. This was the very level that I was supposed to make the entry, and this here was, it was M5. It was M5 right there. Yeah, it was M5 right there. That's the reason that we needed to return from that level. So I entered here, went into profits, then later on came, took me out on the stop loss right there. So yeah, that's the loss I think I made yesterday. But of course, profits on crash, on boom, and on V25, they covered that small loss. All right, so let's now look at today's move. So clearly we are having a buy trend. Everyone can see that's the buy trend, so we can delete all this, all that, and even this, I believe. Yeah, once we delete all that, we can now look at what's happening. Break of structure there. So we know price is going to come around this level. So you just need to wait for price to do this kind of a retest. It may come all the way back to this fair value gap or to this breaker block. So when you go to M15 or M5, you may find a level that it may come back to. In fact, this might be the level right about there or this fair value gap. So all you need is now to wait. Go to M15 H1 and wait for the pullback. We know that according to H1 we'll be looking for buys. According to H4, it's just going to be a pullback to that level. Okay, this is quite interesting. Daily, we are looking for buys. We touched that level somehow. Yeah, we are looking for buys, that's for sure. So we're not going to follow what we are seeing on H4. We will follow what we are seeing on H1 and daily. Why? Because this is the very move that we are looking for. Price to bring us all the way there, right about there. Why? This very move that we saw there is going to be taking us all the way right there. So All we need is price to get to that level, and that's what we are going to look at. So if anyone, those who have been following me for weeks and weeks, you can now tell that if you had entered from here, just like we said, and you were those guys who normally do swing trades, this would have been a good swing to take you all the way up there. You should be still in profits as we speak. So we've been following this up to now, we're still following it. So for intraday traders, we enter to look for a day's entries and we close before the day ends. That's what we do, intraday traders. So you need to understand what kind of trader are you, and you focus on that, whether to become a swing trader or to become an intraday trader or to become a scalper. That will be your choice. So from now, I need a pullback right about here, and then try to go for that breakout. Will it come? Will that breakout happen? I think it will. I think it will. Oh, wait a minute. Before we can conclude that it will break out there, there is this possibility too. There is this possibility too, coming back to this level right about there. Was never mitigated at all, even though we are seeing it's not that more valid order block. Subscribed or registered for the mentorship program that I offer, then some of these terms may be hard for you to understand. All right, so that is what I will be anticipating back there, and then we make that entry or back to this order block. Right, I think I will leave that at that. No entries for now. Let's leave it. Now let's go to V50, the one that we want to replace. This is the asset that we want to replace. This is the asset that we are looking at replacing. Okay, let me see how many people are we on this. 9 people. If you guys can comment, we will take. Let's do it right now. Let's vote, and we actually overhaul this and we replace it right now. No need to wait. So we are 9 people on the call, on the stream. Go ahead and comment right about there, the asset you would want us to replace with. Only one. Replace with, comment with only one asset, and then I will look at the one that has at least that has at least 2 votes or 3 votes. That's the one we will go with. So yes, one is V10 S. V10S. Rubina said V10S. I'm waiting for those comments to come in. Let's comment. The one that has the most is the one that we are going to replace right now. All right, so I'm seeing another V10. So V10 has 2 votes. I'm only taking one. I'm not. We are not. I need only one asset. So whether you do 3 assets and you mention them, I will only go with the first one that you start with. So Ferex has said V10S. It's the one I'm going with right there. So I'm waiting for comments. So far V10S has 2 votes. It is currently leading. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We need to look into it, and we vote. Let's look into it and we make this happen. We replace this asset right away. Let's do it. V10S. That V10S has now 3 votes. V50S has 1 vote. Yeah. Of course, Felix talked about it, but I'm going only with 1. Julius V50S So those are 2 votes for V50S. V10S is still leading with 3 votes. All right. So far, those are how many? Those are 5 people that have voted. I'm waiting for 4 more people because we are 9. Yeah, 4 more people waiting for you guys to vote, and we go for this. Let's do this. Let's replace this asset. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just giving 1 more minute for this. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. 1 more minute for this kind of activity. After that, I'll just be going with the one with the highest votes. 1 more minute and we close this. 1 more minute. All right, Faith says V10 1S. So those are 4 votes compared to 2 votes for V10 1S. So 3 more people remaining, and I think we're about to end this activity of voting. So yeah, we're about to end this activity right about now. That's it. Time is up. So V10S wins. So let's replace this with V10. Close V50. Let's look for V10S. Charts, market watch, V10. Do I even have it on my chart? Let's click here. V10 for V10S. All right, that's it. Chart window. Now I can delete that. Let's put it to our template. Right. So where is it? I need to bring it near. Yeah, need to bring it where the V. Yeah, just about there. Yeah. All right. So now let's analyze V10. Start from weekly. All right, so V10 1S, let's look at it. Weekly, right, so clearly we have our support right about there. Is it a support? It's a potential support. The support that we have is this. That's the support that we have right about there. So this is, oh, it actually tested that level, so it's also a support because it came back to it. So now that that's clear for us, we can head over to look at, do we have a resistance? We have a breakout there, so let's look at if we have a resistance. Oh, price doesn't. Oh yes, we have a resistance right about up there, right around there. So that's the resistance for us right there. So that is on the weekly time frame. It's just a weekly body right there, and now we know that's what we currently have. Yeah, this was a resistance all the way from this side. That was a fake breakout, so this is a resistance level, so we can anyway, all these we are going to delete at a later stage. So for now we are starting with that. Let's have that, knowing that that is our general or overall support. All right, so let's now drop down to, before we drop down to lower time frame, let's look at what we have here. Something interesting on the weekly, showing us a structure like that right about there, showing us a structure like that, and that's no wonder why we are seeing on CCI telling us it is oversold, meaning buys are coming in, so daily should be in buys. Yes, it's been in buys and it's coming again into buys. So all you need is to get a confirmation to make your entries right about here. In fact, you don't need entries because H4 should be giving us that. So looking at H4, before we go to H4, change of character there, and we have been selling. All you need is a change of character, which will be just about here according to daily time frame, which will be about there. But H4 is almost giving it to us. So what do we do? Just go to H1. Let's make this sensible. It's about there. That is what you see, and this is gonna be about here. That is what we'll see. And if that's the case, that means there's probably another pool to sales. That's weird, but that would be the instance of this structure. That will be the instance of that structure. So all that this means is this very move right about there. Once it finishes to consolidate, it means sales will have another say, and before we can, it will give us a fake breakout right about there before we can come in with buys. So that's for sure. That's what we can say. So let's now try to confirm this price is below 10 MA on H4, and here we're supposed to be looking back for buys to take us all the way back to that trend line. Yeah, let's now confirm that on M15. Yes, the buy is there. Why is it making a pullback? Why is it giving us a pullback? Why is it giving us a pullback? That's weird. Don't see any reason. Oh yeah, it's here. It's coming right here. It's coming right here on M5. So entries right here on M5. Entries right here. So I'm just gonna put my buy limit right about there on the tip right there, and just wait for this entry for the buys. Yeah, I was trying to understand why it was giving us a pullback. I was not getting it, but now I can see it properly. Yeah, this one can also be one, but if it doesn't, probably if it gives it to me, because this is a general thing, where this move started from, and we have some small fair value gaps right there, but the actual one should be right within here. So if it decides to go from all the way there, it's okay still, but it's likely to come all the way here. That's where I put my buy limit from that level. And where will I be looking for my profits? According to M15, I don't want to exceed such a level right about there for now, but we know that it's coming all the way to the trend line, so you can, this can be your first TP, that can be your second TP. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Yeah, let's wait and see now how it will move. All right, so that is V10 1S. Let's now jump 25. Let's go to jump 25. Let's go to jump 25. Jump 25. Now jump 25. Yesterday's, I think did I share an entry? No, I didn't. We knew that was a fake breakout, so all we needed is that entry to get into the sales. So clearly it was confirmed by that kind of change of character down below. I mean right here, there, and pull back to it. It was enough. Now clearly it has come back again to test the level that gave us all that. Now something is a bit risky right here. Let's come back to that OB. Let's go to H1. We're supposed to be buying. We're supposed to be buying H4 daily. We're supposed to be selling, but we can't sell before we buy on H4. But why are we buying on H4? What other liquidity is there to grab on H4? Not sure, because this is not that much. This is not much there. Fair value gap has been mitigated 2 times. That order block, it's not that much because it didn't give us immediately the fair value gap. So what do? I see sales from this level to start all on this very level right here on this OB right about there. So I can delete this for now. Delete this for now. Delete that. Delete that. Now this has been mitigated. Can delete it. We need this move to bring us to respect the structure. That's for sure. That was their structure. Yeah, it was there. So let's go to M15 and see if the sales are confirmed. Not yet. They are not confirmed. In fact, the buys are the ones that were confirmed right here. M30, it's where the sales are. H1, we are seeing buys. M30 is showing us sales, and it has come back to that level. This is crazy. M5. Now, once I see something like this, when almost every kind of time frame has its own trend, I want to look at the general trend right here, and once I see what I have here, Clearly on H4 we had a breakout. This was a retest right there, and we are supposed to sell according to daily. Yeah. Now, when we go to H4, it is showing us buys because of this level right here, because of this support resistance level that is turning to be a support level currently. Yeah, it was a resistance level, because if I go to weekly, that is the resistance level right there. And clearly on weekly we are overbought. That's why we are seeing sales on daily. So when we go to H4, we see a change of character right about there. That is a change of character to signal us buys, and that's why the buys are so strong according to H4. Change of character, pull back to that order block, and the buys started. So that means if we cannot follow what we are seeing on H1, we cannot. We can actually follow what we are seeing on H1 and H4. So now, how do we enter? We missed an entry here. It was a perfect one, but then where is it going? Yes, we know we are in the buy. Where is it going? It's going all the way back to this level. Will that level be enough, or we can anticipate even this level to be broken out, or we will live to see that? We will just wait to see that. So for now, the buys are on. That's confirmed. How do we enter? Yes, we see a fair value gap left back right here. We see it there. So if we see it right there, this is an M15, M30, H1. Okay, so we will just wait for, yeah, it will just go for this one on M5. So we'll just wait for this pullback on M5. M5, that's how we will make our entries to take us into the buys. That's the only way we will be making entries to take us into buys. But of course, you can always make that pullback entry or the retracement entry to take you down below. It is risky, but if you can get a perfect entry probably in M1 like now, then you can move it all the way down here, take your profits. Now enter buys when it comes to this level. There is always ways to make money, a lot of ways, and a lot of ways you can always enter the market. So that is one other way there on M1, but you need to be very, very careful when you're making such entries on the M1. You need to be very careful. So I will just wait for entries on this order block, right about there. That is what I will wait for there. All right. Lastly, jump 10. Let's look at jump 10. So clearly, jump 10. So clear on jump 10, we clearly see that this happened. So we can now update the analysis. That is what happened right there. Got that breakout, came right back inside, and now we started again. Does that match with what we have on CCI? Yes, it matches what we have on CCI, so we can delete all this. Delete. And now we know price is just going to be heading to this level right about there. That is what we know. So go to daily, look at that. So first go to H1, then H4. So it's coming all the way to that OB, all the way to that OB to mitigate the liquidity there. So do we have an entry? No, but we can wait for the pullback. Will it come back? I doubt it will, but it has left a good order block right here, and followed by the fair value gap, which can attract price to come back to those levels. So we wait. Let's say H1, H4. H4 is trying to show us that we are oversold, but price action says we are continuing all the way up there. So the buys are on. All we need is an entry. All we need is an entry. There are several levels on M15 that we can wait for that entry from. So we just have to wait. We just have to wait. We just have to wait. So let me show you something else before we can continue. This right here will signal us where we'll first have our TP level. This one right here. This right here will signal us where we'll first see our TP level. Right about there, that will be our first TP level. That will be the second TP level. So let's wait. Let's wait. Of course, in fact, that will be our second TP level. Our first TP level is this very high, right about there. That will be the first TP level right there. Second TP level right there. Second, third, right all the way there. Yeah, I think that's it for this asset. Now we wait for pullback to enter. We don't have, if we don't get it, no entry. Means that doesn't mean it's you force any trade. It means you wait. All right, so let's do the recap and we call it a day. Let's do the recap and we call it a day. And we call it a day. So we started with crash 500. We wanted the pullback right about there to really get there so that we can come in and sell, but we later on got that kind of breakout. We got that kind of breakout. We didn't get the pullback, and clearly it has come to that level right here. It has come to that level right there. So now that we have a breakout from that support, it means we can wait for the pullback to get to where we had the breakup block, or where we had this level right here. That's what we can anticipate. M15 is oversold. So let me first delete all this for now. Sorry about that. Either there, yeah, actually around this level, then come in with a sell. Come in with a sell. Then come in with a sell. Then come in with a sell like that. So for now, the pullback is happening. Let's confirm it on M5. Not yet confirmed. You need it to come down below and then you enter the pullback. On base pullback will be taking you right about here. Don't exceed that level. Yeah, that is on. This is crash 500, boom 1000. Yeah, we had a change of character right there to actually give us an entry. So most of the times one may want to enter there, or you can wait for the pullback. But I'm entering on M5, but I will anticipate a pullback. I will be anticipating a pullback to that level. then you can enter again. You can enter again. Don't exceed from there. Take your profits right here and wait for a breakout. Then we make another entry. Wait for a breakout, then a retest. Then we make another sell entry. But for now, this sell is coming right about there. I've entered right here. It is a bad entry. I should be waiting for a retest right on this level, just around these levels right there. What is happening? I need to put a buy limit, a sell limit just about there. Yeah, just around those levels you should be putting. You should be, that's where you should be looking at making your entries. The reason why I've entered, sometimes it doesn't give us a pullback. Sometimes it is high volatile and it continues. Gives you short retests that can't go all the way where you want it. So sometimes if you have a big account, you can do that, but knowing that your stop loss is matching with your risk tolerance. Right. This is the buy on what? On Boom 500. So clearly the first entry is in floating losses, the second entry is in profits. The buy limit was activated right there. So let's wait and see if this money is coming around. Let's wait and see if this money is coming around. Let me put my stop loss just about there, like I have done for the first entry. V3, V25. What is happening? Price has gone back inside. Yeah, it has taken us out. I think it has. I think I had entered here. Not so. I think so. Yeah, it has taken me out right about there. So why? Let's get to know why. Okay, H1 was showing us buys, but then needed to respect the structure. So why has it gone back inside? H4 still not yet. Need to understand why. That is a resistance level right there. Oh yeah, this is an order block that was never mitigated on M5. Man. Okay. So it has taken me out to go and grab the liquidity on that OB on M5. That OB was never mitigated. I did see it. There was a fair value gap here that, even the fair value gap was never mitigated right here, because this returned only here. So it has gone all the way up there to grab that liquidity. So it's not going to, it may not even go back to the trend line. It may just turn from there. And clearly it has done it. So I can make another entry right there. I'll put my stop loss just above there and wait to see if it is going to take me again. I need this money. I need to make this money. Please don't revenge trade. Don't revenge trade. Don't revenge trade. When you do revenge trading without understanding why you're entering the trade, please, you'll face it rough. So you need to know always, why are you entering? Why has it done this? Why has it done that? All right, V75, we need a pullback, then make an entry. We haven't seen that yet. V101S, we've entered. We are still rotating around that level. Oh, no. We didn't actually enter. We had a buy limit. I think the buy limit is the one that has been activated right on M5. Yeah, right on that M5. The buy limit has been activated. So all I want is to put my stop loss just below this level right about there. Right about there. And wait for my profits. Where am I going to get my profits? Let me go first to H1. Yeah, all the way up there. all the way up there, but I can first go with this. Can be enough, not really. You can go all the way to that one right there, and just leave it now and wait. Jump 25, the pullback has started, just like I told you that you can wait for the pullback on H1 and on M1, and that's how it has started. So it's coming all the way here. You can wait for this and make another entry. It can come there, but it's likely to come to this fair value gap right there and then come down again. So you can choose whatever you want. You can choose whatever you want. I can put my sell limit just about there, right about there in the middle, and wait. That is on jump 25. That is on jump 25. But wait a minute. There's a possibility of not coming down. There's a possibility of not coming down because it has mitigated this fair value gap right about here. Like I told you that we have a fair value gap and an order block. So there's a possibility of it not coming all the way down. So trade cautiously. Trade cautiously. According to M5, we're supposed to be going all the way into the buys, to continue the buys, but this is overbought, so we need to come around and mitigate whatever we left down below. Yeah. So let me hold my my entry there of that sell limit. If it comes in between that or fair value gap, then I will make that entry. If it doesn't, then I will not have the entry. Yeah. Let's push. Let's finish up this. This one we are still waiting for the pullback. Until we get a pullback, we don't have an entry. We have many levels of pullbacks. We have this, we have that, we have that. But of course, if we are to use fib, of course that high hasn't finished creating, so we can't use fib properly, but we can just anticipate. And clearly, this is the level that we will be likely to come back to and give us the entry. So just wait and see whatever happens, and we will enter our buys. So that's it for today. It has been a long session. Sorry guys, it's been a long session. I believe you picked one or two signals that you can capitalize on and go on and on to make that money today. So let's go to some details. The registrations are on for mentorship class. You can go on and use those numbers, but also the signals are also on. You can register. You can subscribe to the platform by only $15 a month, or $150 for 12 months, or for a full year. So that is also on. So we have those happening currently. We have those two activities going on: registration for the mentorship class and also subscription for the VIP signals, which are all coming in March. So those interested, use the numbers there to contact me. Otherwise, I want to wish you guys a good day and a happy trading day. Let's meet tomorrow same time at 10:30 to 11:30. As we push, the month is about to end. We have a few days to close the month, so let's close in profits, not in losses. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow same time. Happy trading.